This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life. And here we are again. So, I see that you are holding a book.
With Buffalo Bill on the cover. How good can it get? Kansas Notable Books. The Kansas Notable Book List has come out. And I, at one time, was honored with a Kansas Notable Book. The book that Michelle Martin and I wrote on Kansas Fortune Bases. Our friend Rod Beamer has had a Kansas Notable Book. I think Tom Averill. I think a lot of friends have Kansas Notable Books. Well, so, but you got an app, Frank, so I don't want to hear it. So my friend Michelle Martin had seen this one and knew I had to have it. And this is, of course, presenting Buffalo Bill, the man who invented the Wild West. I love this. But that is one of the Kansas Notable Books this year. So the book list will tell you all about it and who the recognized authors are this year. But go out and find yourself a Kansas Notable Book and enjoy some summer reading.
Is this what in most of the bookstores? Of course, you can go to the state capitol too, if you're in Topeka and in the gift shop, and I'm sure they have that.
Exactly.
Can I have this one?
No, that's inscribed to me. Look, Frank, see?
Oh, never mind.
Deb.
Okay.
It does not say Frank.
No.
It does not
Well,
say
I could
Frank
scratch
anywhere.
it out.
That's right.
The Kansas Notable Books List is the annual recognition of 15 outstanding titles either written by Kansans or about a Kansas-related topic. The Kansas Notable Book List highlights our lively contemporary writing community and encourages readers to enjoy some of the best writing of the authors among us. A committee of academics, librarians, and authors of previous notable books identifies quality titles from among those published the previous year, and the State Librarian makes the selection for the final list. A medal awards ceremony honors the books and their authors. Kansas Notable Books is a project of the Kansas Center for the Book, a program of the State Library. Throughout the year, the State Library promotes and encourages the promotion of all the titles on that year's list as literary events and among librarians and booksellers. This year's honorees are Ghost Sign, Poems from White Buffalo by Al Ortolani, Melissa Fite Johnson, Adam Jameson, and J.T. Knoll. Green City, How One Community Survived a Tornado and Rebuilt for a Sustainable Future by Allan Drummond. Hero of the Empire, The Boer War, A Daring Escape and the Making of Winston Churchill by Candice Millard. Hurt People, a Novel by Cote Smith. Ioway Life, Reservation and Reform, 1837 through 1860 by Greg Olson. The Last Wild Places of Kansas, Journeys into Hidden Landscapes by George Frazier. Lost and Gone Forever, a novel of Scotland Yard's Murder Squad by Alex Grecian. The Memory of Lemon, a novel by Judith Fertig. Mike Torres, a baseball biography by Jorge Iber. A Nest of Hornets by Robert Krenzel. Never Enough Flamingos by Janelle Diller. Fog, the Most Influential Man in Basketball by Scott Morrow Johnson. Presenting Buffalo Bill, the Man Who Invented the Wild West by Candace Fleming. The Small Town Midwest, Resilience and Hope in the 21st Century by Julianne Couch. We at Around Kansas encourage you to grab a good book, a Kansas Notable Book, and do some summer reading.
Hey, I'm Clark Victory. I grew up right here on this little ranch near Chelsea, Oklahoma. Roped and ranched all my life, and a few years ago I had an injury that created what they call a frozen shoulder in layman's terms. It got to the point that I couldn't reach, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do anything. After speaking with the surgeon in Tulsa, he finally told me that he could make my shoulder better if he did surgery, but he absolutely couldn't fix it. I decided that, maybe I better listen to my friend John, and I called Kansas Regenerative Medical Center. I talked to Patrick Farley and was just excited about the whole aspect of going up there and having the opportunity to focus on getting better. The next morning at 8:30, went into the clinic, did the stem cell replacement. By 12:30, my wife and I had lunch and was driving back to Chelsea. I feel better. We work around here. Some days we work pretty hard around here, and like any older guy does, I get pretty sore, pretty tired, but my right shoulder doesn't get sore. It's like a baby's arm.